Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install Wicked Whims, which is a mod for The Sims 4 made by TurboDriver, which is the core mod that makes a lot of other mods both safe for work and not safe for work run. For the purposes of this video, this is educational only, and everything featured here will be safe for work exclusively. Nothing will be lewd or graphic of nature. So to install this, first we're going to need to download it. So if you hit the download button, because this is the front page of the Wicked Whims site, and I cannot give you the link to this website directly, but if you just Google Wicked Whims for The Sims 4, it'll be the first result, wickedwhimsmod.com. And when you hit the download button, it'll take you to this page, which will show you where to download the mod from, and then it'll also show you where to download animation packs, which are required for this to do its thing. This just has like the core mechanics, and then all of the different mods that you want that do all of the other stuff you have to download separately from different individual mod creators. So I'm going to download mine from itch.io. You can download it from Wicked CC. Both of these are fine. So here on the itch.io page, I'm just going to download the latest version. If you don't have the latest version of Wicked Whims and there is an update available, it will complain at you inside of the game via a pop-up that you need to update, and in a lot of cases, it'll disable most of its functions and features until you do so. So just make sure that you do. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this in a new folder. I'm going to call this Sims for Modding. And I'm just going to plunk that in there. So if I open this up to the folder that it downloaded to, all you have to do to install Wicked Whims is extract it from the little archive, the WinRAR archive that it comes in. You can extract it with WinRAR or 7-zip or WinZip, whatever you prefer. I'm going to extract it to a folder of the same name. And what we want is we want to grab this Wicked Whims mod folder here, and we want to copy that. And then we want to go to our documents folder. I'm just going to open that in a new window. And we need to find where our Sims 4 save file information stuff is at. So in my documents section, we're going to go to Electronic Arts, The Sims 4, we're going to go to mods, and if you don't have a mods folder, that's a problem because you can't just make one in the case of Sims 4. I'm going to double click on the mods folder, and here in the same folder where it says resource.cfg, I'm going to paste this mod. And then if I open this up, you should just see these files by TurboDriver, and that's it. That's all your good stuff where it needs to be. From here, we can start downloading the animation packs that make a lot of this run, and you can also download other mods that may require Wicked Whims to function and put them in this same mods folder. So with that in mind, we've got this downloaded. Now we need to grab the animation packs. Now there's two buttons here, and I'll explain what they are. The first one takes you to wicked.cc, which doesn't require you to log in to download stuff. The other one takes you to loverslab.com, which is kind of like a Nexus mods of adult mod content. That one does require you to sign up and log in. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to use wicked.cc, although you will notice that the bulk of these different creators and animators that are compatible with Wicked Whims are mostly on Lovers Lab. So you're probably going to want to create an account for that eventually. So from here, all we have to do is grab a set of animations. I'm just grabbing the ones from Asmodan as an example for no particular reason. And we're going to download all 4 of these individual packs. They're not very big, but the thing that takes the longest with modding The Sims 4 is just downloading each individual zip file package. So once we have all of these downloaded, I'm going to once again go to the folder that they have all been downloaded to. I went ahead and just created an animation packs folder because if you're serious about this mod, and I have a feeling a lot of people that are going to watch this video are, you're going to have a lot of these packs. So it might be a good idea to sort them by creator and by the fact that they're animation packs. I'm just going to take all of these packs that I've downloaded and I'm going to extract them to a file of the same name. Although it only did that first one, so let me grab these other ones. I'll tell them each to go to a separate folder. And then that should be good. Now, what you want to see when you open up these files is you want to open them up, and you should see these animation package files. If you open them up and there's another folder in there, and then there's the package files inside that next folder, that's too many folders. So you just want to open this up and see a bunch of that, and that's the folder you want to grab. So we're going to take all these 4 folders, and I'm going to copy them again. I'm going to go to my Sims 4 modding folder. I hope you didn't close it. If you did, just go back to your documents, Electronic Arts, the Sims 4 mods folder, and you can just paste them here inside the same folder with the Wicked Whims mod. Now, this might not really work for you, especially if you're trying to keep things organized, because you have a lot of other mods included, because this will work with a bunch of other ones. There's that command center mod that helps you do like admin commands and stuff. I recommend all of those together with this. But what you really want to do is you can put this in a new folder called Wicked Whims Animations. And you can just plunk all these in there and it should still work as far as I'm aware. I leave everything in a giant mess because I'm a crazy person. But you can put them in a Wicked Whims animation folder and everything should turn out just fine. If it doesn't, just take them out and delete this folder, and we'll never talk about it again, except for every time someone watches this video. So that's how you kind of get Wicked Whims set up initially. There is one little fine detail left that we need to do before all of this stuff is done, and that is set up the Sims 4 to accept mods. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, it's got a modding folder, Larry. Doesn't it already accept mods? And the answer is, kind of. So go ahead and boot up the Sims 4. And now, once we're inside of the Sims 4, we're going to go to our settings, which I am forgetting where it is in this new ridiculous layout. So we're going to hit escape, just because I don't know where the settings button is. And we want to go to our game options. Inside of game options, in the left-hand sidebar, we want to go down to the other tab, and we want to enable custom content and mods. And it'll warn us like, hey, we need to restart this before this takes full effect, and that's fine. And then you also want to click script mods allowed, because all the good mods are scripted. And it basically says that this might cause crashes and other problems with your game, just as a fair warning. And then we'll click OK. And then before all of these changes take effect, we're going to have to restart The Sims, which isn't too bad of a deal. So now that we have enabled the mods, you should see all of the mods that we just loaded in show up right here. You've got the main Wicked Whims mod, which also shows up in the scripted mods, along with all of our animations, which means it's all been loaded in and we're ready to go. And that's it. You're ready to go. Wicked Whims is installed. Congrats. You've got the mod, you've got animations, and you've got it enabled. You're ready. You can also add other mods alongside of this, provided that they're not explicitly incompatible with Wicked Whims. Some of them are documented, some of them aren't. If you're curious about the way that you kind of figure out which ones are broken and which ones aren't, it's pretty much just a game of trial and error. Add some mods. If it loads just fine and doesn't crash your game, add some more. And eventually, by adding one at a time, or like one pack at a time from a particular creator, you can figure out which one is causing your game to crash and which ones aren't. So just keep that in mind. It's kind of a guess and check system, and it takes a little bit of time. It can be a bit of a headache, but if you really enjoy The Sims modded, it can be worth it. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. This has been How to Install Wicked Whims, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.